on 3 points, and the team now from Austria tonight in the match, UTTF Raiffeisen Ligist, if I've got that right, guys, have 1 point. So in theory, this is the big match, guys, right here as to who will go through in the top position in the group. Are you ready to meet the players and officials? Okay, let's bring them in. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the team from UTTF Raiffeisen Ligist. The players traveling from Austria then, Christoph Simone, Ji Zhang, Gabor Gerold, and the coach, who you can't see sat behind, is Robert Stieker. Robert, say hello. And the president of the club, who's also hidden in the back there, Johan Egerhardt. And the team from Drumchapel, Glasgow. The players, Craig Howison, Scott Barton, Chris Main, Richard Main, and Craig Hardy, and the coach, Terry McClernand Jr. And the officials this evening, ladies and gentlemen, the referee is Stuart McGowan. And the umpires, Charlie Brown and Kathy Knowles. Give them all one last round of applause. The action's going to get underway in a couple of minutes' time. As the players just take their positions, just to remind you guys, it's the Swaithling Cup system. It'll be 5 singles each. The first team to win 3 singles will be the team that is victorious and who will secure 2 points in the table. Each of the singles will be best of 5. And just a reminder that there is a fixture in the morning at 10 o'clock. That'll be between the team from Austria and the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I just have to say that the Austrian team had a problem with their luggage on the way, and they do actually have some gifts for the other teams, and you're going to give them out tomorrow, right? So folks, in the year when the Commonwealth Games are coming right here to Glasgow, world-class table tennis on the way. First match up, Gabor Gerold and Craig Hardy. So as the players get ready to kick off the action, let's just have a look at what happened earlier here at Drumchapel Sports Centre in Glasgow. And there on screen you can see some of the results coming through.
Drumchapel Glasgow there at the top. Score of 3-1 if we just look across the screen. It was a great performance by the guys here. In actual fact, we played out the rest of the fixture and it was a 4-1 ending to the overall proceedings, but the recording formally is 3-1. And so now second in that list, Raiffeisen Ligist. Austria is the opponents tonight. And unfortunately, the team from Belgium, TT Sud Telecom Verton, were DQ'd there, disqualified. They had trouble with visas and couldn't join us. So unfortunately, they're going to finish bottom of the group, which means that all three teams will actually qualify for round 2 from this group 5. But the important point now is which of the teams will top the group, because the team at the top will have the easiest draw and obviously then have a better chance of making it through to the last 16, which indeed is round 3 and the knockout phase when the big teams join the action. So, first match this evening, Craig Hardy for Drumchapel Glasgow in red, staying close to the table. Nice controlled backhands there in the warm-up against Raiffeisen's Ligist's Gabor Gelgert, and he's left-handed, free-flowing on the forehand side, as we'll see here. Nice smooth technique. So fascinating here. I think on paper the Austrian team are probably favourites, but the boys from Drumchapel have had victory here already in this hall, and the crowd are right behind them, and they'll certainly be giving it everything they can to bring this home. Action being streamed here from Drumrai Road in Drumchapel in Glasgow by the team from Quipu. Fantastic standard of equipment around me here, and it's great to bring the sport to you, the viewers, wherever you might be. If you do want to get in touch on Twitter, just use hashtag ETTU and we'll be able to pick up some traffic from you. If you have any queries, any comments, we'd be glad to hear from you. So it's Gabor Geralt here who's made the steadiest of starts. Leads 5-1, but that's good aggressive play from Craig. Went for the heavy push there on the forehand side, but just drifted long. Good serve that time. Reverse spin into the left-handed backhand. Forced the error. Ooh, 2 errors on the forehand side there from Gabor Geralt. Just giving Craig the chance to come back into this first game. First games, of course, crucial. They don't always drive the outcome of a match, but for me, crucial to get off to a good start. Confidence building. Good rhythm there from Craig Hardy. Great footwork to get round on the backhand side. 2 or 3 forehands in a row, putting the left-handed block of Gabor Geralt under pressure. This time Gabor just pinning Craig down on the backhand side, preventing him from playing those powerful forehands. Oh, it was a nice change. Lovely backhand cross court from Craig. Just a little bit rigid on the forehand, rushed it. Saw the opening. Can't blame him for being excited in that moment. Just required a little bit more control. Fabulous serve from the player from Austria there. Long, fast serve surprised Craig, who now serves at 6-10. Great table tennis here. The ball's in the air. He can't quite get to it, Craig. And it's Gabor Geralt who wins the first game reasonably comfortably. 11 points to 6. So first game concluded. Players have been back to the coaches, taking their advice on board. I think Craig just needs to try and get settled in. Showed some great signs there. Forehand was flowing, and it flows again. Just that little error of margin of error, just causing a little bit of pain perhaps. If he can eradicate that, then he'll not be far away. Oh, it's unlucky. Gabor Geralt's just holding the table. He's not doing anything spectacular, but he's just holding his line there. Not giving Craig much to work with. It's good table tennis there. Good attacking forehand from Craig. Nice and steady play. Pushed Gabor away from the table and didn't make any errors at all. Solid there on the top hand side. Good point, good confidence builder. 3-1, he needed that. That's good play from the player from Raiffeisen, Ligist. Again, not hugely powerful, but just steady. Doesn't make any errors. Accelerated there well on the forehand when he had the opportunity. Somehow Craig's just got to try and take the game to him. And that's a fault serve, so 7-1 now for Gabor Geralt. Craig can just stay relaxed here, try and play himself into this, try and win a couple points here in this game, try and relax and get himself settled a little bit. Just a few too many unforced errors right now. If you can just steady the ship slightly. Nice play.
Thank you.
Ooh, 11-2 that time. Gabor Geralt reasonably straightforward. Interesting player, interesting style, just commands the table, doesn't do huge amounts of powerful opening shots or run around mad in the court, but just steady, consistent table tennis. Craig's going to have to work hard to get himself back into this one. So third game getting underway. Craig to serve. Good start required here. Yeah, good table tennis. He's delighted with that. That'll relieve him a little bit. Nice free flowing top spinning. That'll help him relax. Let's see if he can build on that. Great point, great opener. Gabor just very relaxed. Nice timing, good feeling. It's unlucky, just a net playing its part there in that rally. Hence the apology from Gabor Gerald. But 4-2 now to the player from the Austrian club. And it's the left-hander to serve. Just watch how relaxed his action is here. Great angle from the camera here. Oh, it's nice play from Craig. Nice pickup as the service drifted long. Gave himself the initiative. And he followed it in strongly. More of that, please, say the local crowd here. That's free flowing. 6-4 now with serve. The last couple drifted in the last sequence. Can Craig pick them up again? Take the initiative. Yes, he has. Oh, just kicked up there. Edge of the bat. It's 7-4. It's an edge from Craig there, and his apology. Always think that these things even out over a match, certainly over a career. Oh, it's unlucky, unlucky. Timeout for Craig at 8-5. Key moment in the match, trails 2-0. Advice there from Terry McLernan Jr. there on the left. Part of the performance set up here at Drumchapel, Glasgow. Delivering courses in the schools, of course, around the local area, and all the school children getting a chance to take part in table tennis and then make a link into the club where they can then participate for longer periods over a given year, and if they do show talent and ability, then they can also go on the pathway to play for not only this club here, Drumchapel, but also for Scotland. Many champions have come through this club. And that's That's a good start after the timeout from Craig Hardy. Nice forehand backhand combination. He has to be on his guard now. Good receives required. And that one was a float serve followed by a very spinny backhand from the left-hander here in the forecourt. Clever play from the Austrian. And at 10-6 and 2-love, Craig Hardy now serving with 4 match points against him. And on the first call, it's Gabor Geralt who secures the first match in this overall match. And it's UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist who lead Drumchapel Glasgow 1-0.
So Gabor Geralt secures the first match, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a 3-0. Next up, Christoph Simone and Craig Howson.
So the action getting again underway here at Drumchapel Glasgow, and their confirmation on screen. The first match concluded, and unfortunately for the local fans, it was in favour of Gabor Geralt there. You'll see winning 11-6, 11-2, 11-6, 3-0. Craig Hardy, local guy from Drumchapel Glasgow, putting up a good fight, but going down 3-0. So it is the team from Austria who have the advantage. And as the players get warmed up, we see that the second of the Austrian players here is also a left-hander, Christoph Simone. Very free-flowing player on both the backhand and forehand sides. Very good control over the table and good acceleration when he gets the opportunity. And in red, the player for Drumchapel Glasgow, Craig Howson, was in fine form earlier this afternoon, local time at 2 o'clock, when he won both his singles matches 3-0 to help his side win against STK Aladza A from Bosnia-Herzegovina. So 2-minute warm-up soon to conclude. Can Craig Howson continue his journey here in this ETTU Cup match, brought to you by Quipu? It's exactly what the local fans want. It's Saturday night here. International football, of course, played around Europe last night, and around Europe it's international table tennis. These group matches are being played all over Europe, as you would expect. And indeed there are 8 groups. They're in Romania, Czech Republic, Luxembourg, Serbia, Cyprus, Russia, and right here in Scotland. And on the mention of football, a colleague has just reminded me of a certain Ronaldo. And coming from Northern Ireland, that's a hurtful input. But let's move on, because we're back into the action here on the table tennis side of things. And it's Craig Howison who will serve. And it's Craig Howison who the Drumchapel team are relying on now to bring them back into this match. A little bit of fortune to get us underway. A net ball in the favour of the Drumchapel player. That's well recovered there. The ball in table tennis can spin with extreme intensity, and it's a ball like that can always be tricky to fish back up. But Howison did well. Oh, it's a great retrieve. Oh, it's unlucky. He did well to retrieve it. Good feeling. But there you can see how Christophe Simonet there on the other side in the green, just controlling that ball. Craig's serve a little bit long, mid-table, drifted off the end, and Christophe now with the serve. He was more than happy to accelerate and take the initiative. Oh, and that's a great service from the Austrian player there. Great variation. Oh, and he's playing with such intent here, Christophe Simonet. Knows exactly what he's doing, and he's executing it very well right now. He's commanding that backhand corner. He's controlling the tempo, he's controlling the speed. Craig yet to get going. Just needs one big point, get the feet going. Trails 8-2 though. Comprehensive performance here from Christophe Simonet. Struggling to see the serve. Good variation from Simonet though. And sometimes in table tennis, games can fly by you. Suddenly 2-10 now and 8 game points. And there it is, 11 points to 2. Christophe Simonet, commanding approach to this first game. Nothing too special, just very, very compact. Good serve receive. Very, very solid indeed. So all to do for Craig. He'll be wanting to get into this match, and hopefully the advice of Terry McLernan can help him do just that. So the crowd are making a wee bit more noise here. They're trying to get behind Craig Howison. He'll be keen to really come off the blocks here in this second game. He's got to do it against serve. And Simonet serves off for the first one. And that serve's loaded with backspin. Difficult to see. Shipped his body really, really well round the ball, Simone. Difficult to see what spin he's imparting on the ball. That's unlucky, that's unlucky. Craig's trying to work his way into the match. Two good backhands. Look to get round on the backhand side, get the feet going. It's important in table tennis to be mobile, to be nimble, to get the feet going. If you're caught static, you really struggle to get into a match. That's excellent play over the table. And it's a little bit of a rally there on the backhand and the forehand side. Wonderful play. Craig Howison trying desperately to find his rhythm, play and open play. Christophe Simone knows that he has to try to contain Howison. He knows he has to try to win the point around the serve receive and the third ball. But if Craig can play his way into rallies like that, then we're in for a real cracker. Change of serve there from Howison. It was the chop float action where the bat says horizontal and the wrist tries to define the spin, and it was into the backhand of Simone. Caught him off guard there. Good change from Craig. He's fighting. Not a smooth point by any means, but he's got through it. And suddenly he finds himself in the mix here. So 5-all. That's a great forehand from the backhand corner. Plays it parallel into the left-handed backhand of Simone. Less comfortable there with that one, and he looks to his bench here for some sort of comfort or inspiration. He realizes that Craig Howison is playing himself into this one. Great spin on the serve. Great pick up there from Howison. Loads of spin back into the left-handed block again of Simone. That's got to be the tactic. First one spin. He doesn't seem to want to attack at Simone, and from there Craig can follow in. Tricky serves though. very simple tactic that Simone is applying here. He's just trying to keep the receive different and positive. Those two flicks there, just putting Craig under a bit of pressure. Needs two good receives here now from the player from Drumchapel. That's a great spinny backhand right there. Just not as free-flowing as earlier. Still a long way to go in this match. 8-10 now, 2 game points to save Howison. It's great table tennis. Simone trying to contain him, but the Howison roared. That's what we know he can do. 9-10. One more game point to save. Yeah, he's done it with another big backhand. Brings it back to 10-all. Simone recovers, plays a well-constructed point. Again, good serve. Craig, perhaps just a little bit defensive on the receive, but it's understandable. They're good, tricky serves from Simone. And the receive went right down the middle of the table. Howison struggled to move out of the way, give himself enough space. And it's Christophe Simone then who secures game 2 at 12-10 and takes a 2-0 lead. So game 3, Howison to serve. Crucial that he gets a great start here. And that'll do for starters. Nice little change into the backhand serve. Clearly something that's maybe been discussed in the break. Now, tricky against the Simone serve. There you see Howison just popped it up a little bit. Topspin serve. Simone makes the error. Difficult to see though, the way Simone shapes his body. Difficult to see what spin he's putting onto it. Sometimes the receiver can just move his body or her body a little bit to the side. There you go, Howison spins round, plays the backhand, was a nice receive. He's unlucky. He's got to keep mixing it up like that. Keep Simone guessing. Otherwise it becomes too straightforward. Similarly here, it's a good tactic this. Backhand serve, something different. He's like a wall, is Simone. In Austria, they'd be saying Die Mauer. He's the wall. He's just standing there absorbing the blocks. Great table tennis. And Craig Howison was equal to it this time. He's going to have to be. He's going to need to hit 3, 4, 5 top spins to win these rallies, because Simone is seeing it very clearly. He's forcing the errors. That's a nice receive. Different receive from Howison. Lovely forehand flick just up into the forehand. Changed it up for Simone there. Looked like a reasonably straightforward ball for the Austrian to play, but because it was different, he wasn't expecting it. It's made the error. Gonna need to dig deep here. One of those moments where in a match you just can't get going to your full power. Whether it's just being below par or whether the opponent's just applying technique that's just difficult to deal with. Sometimes can be very frustrating when you know you're just 5% points out from being right in the mix. And Craig Howison calls timeout. He trails 4-7 here in game 3 and 2-0. It's going to have to be a good solid timeout here. Anything's possible in table tennis. A game can be turned on its head within seconds. Players have got to believe that anything's possible. Got to believe that they can do it. And with a crowd like this, they're really keen for the home team to pull through in as high a position in this Group 5 match, as high as possible. And here is a pivotal moment now. It's Christophe Simone serving. He leads 7-4. And I think Craig's just really struggling to see that serve. Looks tight, as tight as it can be to the rule around shielding from the body. But if somebody's serving well and you're not able to take the initiative, it can really restrict your ability to get into the game. So Howison now at 4-9. It's a nice service, nice back spin service into the backhand side there of Christophe Simone. Nice change. It's a nice backhand block from the player from Raiffeisen, Ligist. And he now has 5 match points to take his team into a 2-0 lead in the overall match. And not surprisingly, it's a mistake on the serve that's caused Craig so many problems. Just there behind or around the body. And it's 11 points to 5 in the third game. And the players shake the hands of the team in the opposite corners. And a slightly subdued crowd. No doubt they'll continue to make noise, but their team here now trails 2-0. It's going to take a huge effort now from the Drumchapel Glasgow players, but they'll be up to it. They just need a little bit of momentum, and anything can happen. We all know in table tennis that things can change in an instant.
2-0 for Raiffeisen Ligist. But let's not get too subdued. Let's continue to make plenty of noise, because on now against Zhejiang is Richard Main.
So just on screen there, confirmation of the result of the last match. Reasonably straightforward for Christoph Simonet of Raiffeisen Ligist of Austria. Winning 3-0, 11-2, 12-10, 11-6. So comprehensive. Served well, Christoph Simonet, and that proven problematic for Craighausen. Just wasn't able to get going. One of those things in table tennis, one of those things in sport. Andy Murray suffered the same situation recently in the US Open, so it can happen to anyone. And so now next up, in their 2-minute warm-up, is Zhejiang playing for UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist, and for Drumchapel Glasgow, Richard Main in red. So Zhejiang, penhold player, right-handed. Seen him play many times. Stays close to the table. Lots of power, explosive blocking, taking the initiative. Now Richard is going to have to be on his game here. He didn't play in the first match, so this is in fact his debut in this event here. That might be an advantage in terms of energy levels. And Zhejiang, obviously his first game as well. Richard, 22 years of age, playing obviously here with his brother Chris, both from Ayrshire, part of a club which they set up with their dad, and they're always around to give advice and training to the players there. Been at Drumchapel now for around 10 years, both of them, and play British National League and of course European competitions such as this one. So Richard, your call now to bring the team back into this Group 5 match, round 1 of the ETTU Cup. First team to win 3 rubbers will secure the overall match. And it's currently 2-0 for the club from Austria. And once again, folks, let us know what you're thinking. Tweet us your thoughts at hashtag ETTU. Just use the hashtag ETTU and we'll pick up your queries and comments. And it's Zhejiang who's off the blocks with an electric backhand block down the line. Tricky serve. It did float long for Richard to be able to topspin, but it was difficult to see what was on it. It was a slight backspun serve. It just went down onto the top of the net, hit the net cord and went off. And Zhejiang fast round the backhand side. Picked that serve up with ease. That's good play from Richard. Very easy for a player playing against someone with the style of Zhejiang to panic and rush things. You have to find yourself in the position where you think you have to win the point earlier than you actually do. But there, 2 points for Richard, where he's basically spun the first ball to play himself into the rally. And there you go, Zhejiang makes the errors. Good play from Richard Main. Good start here. That's great play. Nice control in the early stages of that rally. And a fantastic acceleration on the forehand side. Did well there to control that one. Might not want to serve just as long going forward. Table tennis, nice to serve short or long. But in the middle, where it just drifts mid-table, sometimes a lot easier for the opponent to pick up and take the initiative from. Ah, it's a beautiful forehand flick. Saw the float service from Ji Jiang and had the confidence to flick through it. Wide out Austrian player's forehand. Oh, it looked like Ji Jiang was playing himself back into that one from away from the table. Well done, Richard Mahan, well composed. That was a great rally, very solid. Didn't panic when Ji Jiang started to come back at him. Excellent stuff, 5-7. It's a fault serve there from Ji Jiang. And after a little bit of a ropey or unsettled start, it's Richard Mahan now who finds himself 8-5 in the lead. It's a beautiful receive on the touch and a fantastic counter topspin. And suddenly the noise starts to increase here. There's belief. That's great play. Absorbed the pressure on the backhand. Beautiful block parallel into the corners. A very effective counter topspin from the player from Drumchapel, Glasgow in red on the far side of the table. Serving at 10-5. Oh, wonderful flick from Ji Jiang. Effortless, carefree. Still has 4 game points to save though. That's one of them. 3 remain. He's done it. The crowd love it. He's skipping for his towel. Makes his way back to the bench. It's a very impressive first game from Richard Mahan. Again, didn't play earlier this afternoon, so making his debut, and he's made it with energy, composure, determination, and has secured first game here, 11-7. So we're back, game 2. Richard Mahan to serve. Good performance in game 1, very composed. More of the same required. That's good forehand play from Richard Mahan. Keeps the bat very high, which allows him to take the ball nice and early. Keep the pressure on his opponent.
2-1.
Nice tight serve from Jie Jiang. Second bounce just coming off the table. Richard in danger of breaking fingers on that one. It's an excellent flick though, an excellent follow-up. It's the forehand side that's playing well for him here. Two all. Oh, it's a bullet forehand. Oh, he's done well there, Richard, picking that up. He apologises to Jie Jiang, but at the end of the day, he took a risk. He went round, and he's reaped the reward. 4 all with the serve. If he can do 2 good serves, 2 good sequences here. Ah, it's a different flick there from Jie Jiang. He's come in over the table nice and early. He's flicked the last number to Richard's forehand. This time he went backhand. Good change. Nice exchange, just guided that ball parallel there. Jie Jiang down the line. Richard struggling to move into the way of it. Good play from the Austrian player. In a different little kicking serve. And suddenly a few points in a row, and the second game is shifting towards the player from Raiffeisen Ligist in green. But what can Richard do with the serve? Ah, nice change, nice topspin into the middle, followed by a nice backhand counter down the line. So 10-5, and this time it's Jie Jiang with the advantage for game 2. Oh, it's a nice soft flick. Misguides Richard there, and it's 11 points to 6, and that levels the score at 1 game all in this third rubber. Remember, it's UTTC, Raiffeisen, Ligist who lead 2 matches to 0. The team that wins 3 rubbers is the team that wins the tie. So a big ask now of that man there in screen, Richard Main. Terry McClernand to the left, given his advice. Still belief in the body language there of Richard Main. 1 game apiece, lots to play for. Needs this match to stay in it, and it'll be Jie Jiang to get us underway with the service. And the home crowd now trying to get behind their man as he comes back onto court for game 3. he's quick. Is Ji Jiang round the table there. The speed of the footwork, takes the ball so early and zips that wrist through the ball, generates a lot of power. And he's got off to a good start here, 3-1. It's world class. Lovely touches around the net. Smooth movement, just breaks the wrist to play the forehand cross court, and he has Richard Mahan guessing where that ball's going. Very, very difficult. That's one advantage of the penhold player, is on the forehand. If they can master it in such a way that they break the wrist at the last moment, it's difficult to know where they're going to go with it. Generates a lot of spin as well. Reason for Richard's block going off the table just then. The disadvantage, of course, is the backhand is very restrictive on the penhold grip. Modern penholders now playing the reverse backhand. So the Wang Haos and Ma Lins of the world from China. But at the moment, Ji Jiang doesn't need it. He's racing away here in game 3. And whilst Richard's trying his best, Ji Jiang's the man with all the control. Dominating round that table, staying close, putting Richard under immense pressure.
Thank you.
Ends up being 11-2. Very good performance in game 3 from Ji Jiang. And he takes a 2-game-to-1 lead.
Time. Richard Mahan serve, level.
So game 4 underway. Richard Mahan needs it badly. But Ji Jiang's just taken on another level here in the last 5 minutes. He raced through game 3. And unless we put the brakes on, he looks like he's going to do the same in this one. Oh, well done, Richard. Fishes that one back out from the back of the court, right alongside us here at the barriers. Fantastic side spin. Not even the electrifying footwork of Ji Jiang could reach that one.
One, three. One, four. Five, one.
Very dominating start here to game 4, and Richard needs something special now because he faces the Ji Jiang serve at 5-1.
6 points.
And of course at 5-1, a player can relax and play all sorts of shots. And we just saw Jay Jang there swinging the forehand, fantastically relaxed. And a fast service to mix it up, 7-1. Slowly slipping away here. And that is just an incredible shot there. Richard's doing well to stay focused and give it his best shot here, because Jay Jang has just moved to a completely different level here. And suddenly a 10-1 in this fourth game. It's 9 match points and an overall match victory is on the cards here for UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist. Oof. Fizzing round the net there, the ball. It's just gone down, hit the side. It's 11-2 to Jay Jang. And it's a 3-1 victory in this match for Jay Jang. And it's 3-0 overall now. And that's UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist who secure the 2 points in the group. And a good effort there from Richard May and his team. Congratulate him. He did well. He gave it his best shot. But it was Jay Jang who was on form.
Good effort there from Richard Main, but Jay Jang was on fire there, securing a victory 3-1. And it's the club from UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist who win the match formally 3-0, but hang in there guys, because we're going to play all the rubbers here. So next up, Gabor Geralt and Craig Howison.
And their confirmation of the match we've just seen. Richard Main there, off to a great start in game one, took it 11-7 after a shaky start, showed some real composure and promise, but Jay Jang there, as you can see from the score, it tells the story. He just came out of the blocks through games 2, 3 and 4, 11-6, 11-2, 11-2 to secure the match 3-1. So that's the match in favour of the team from Austria, 3-0. But the action continues here. We want to play all the rubbers. We want to keep the crowd entertained. And we want, of course, to allow the players who've travelled here to Glasgow to play as many matches as possible. So for Drumchapel Glasgow there, on the left in red, Craig Howison, and on the right for UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist Gabor Gerold. So as this fourth match is about to get underway, just a reminder on screen, we can pick up your tweets on hashtag ETTU. Hello to Wyanka there. She's just tweeted a photograph of the ETTU Cup match in the women's competition from Den Helder. I hope it's going well, Wyanka, and thank you for your tweet. Oh, it's nice play from Craig Howison there. Lovely backhands really early over the table. Playing a little bit more relaxed now, as we know he can do. Nice free-flowing table tennis. It's a good start, 5-1. And if thoughts are going through his head anything like they used to when I played, if you didn't have a game where you felt you were really in it, you really got going, always so keen to make the difference the next time you come onto the table to make amends, and if you can do it in the same match for your team, all the better. Points there for Gabor Gerold, so 5-3 now serve with the Drumchapel player. That's good attacking table tennis there from Howison. Constructed the point, stayed on top. That's unlucky. Nice topspin, good angle there. Gabor Gerold nearly sitting in the stands. Went for the flash one down the line, left-hander. Sometimes they pull them off. They say in racket sports the left-handers are the ones with all the feeling and talent sometimes. But great play from Craig Howison. Fantastic backhand there from Gabor Gerold. Still Howison Raiffeisen who leads though, 7-6. It's unlucky. Good control from Gabor. Solid in the left hand. Left-handed backhand corner. Nice in control, looks very calm. Got it back to 7-all. Good table tennis, nice change of speed and spin from Craig. He's done well there against the Gerald serve. So serves now with Craig, 8-all. Done well there, even with the slip, he's managed to just secure that point. 9-all now. Craig needs to be really homed in here, really focused on the Gabor Gerald serve. Will Gabor Gerald change it? Or will it be more of the same? He's gone a little bit topspin, backhand, third ball. Wins the point, gives himself game point. A little bit of a net cord there. Apology, but it's 11-9 in favour of the player from Raiffeisen Ligist. 11 points to 9. So game 2 underway, and we start again as we left off in the last one. It's Gabor Gerald who's in control and playing very relaxed indeed. Almost looks like he's just enjoying this in a training session, but of course the pressure's off. His team has won the tie 3-0, so very easy to be relaxed at this stage. Craig continues to work hard to try to get himself right in the mix. He does have all the shots, great top spins on both the backhand and forehand sides. If he can just keep the pressure on, create a little bit of intensity on behalf of Gabor Gerald. That's a good service, nice backspin, nice change. Again, another one of those free points, as we say, with serve. Nice control, moving Gerald around a little bit, rather than letting him dominate from that backhand corner of his. It's good table tennis. Nice acceleration on the forehand and breaking the rest difficult for Gabor Gerald, just to know 100% where the ball's going, and that's a beautiful winner. That'll give him confidence. He's swinging now, he's getting those topspins in. Exactly what he'd want to do. Again, nice topspin, this time with less speed, more rotation on the ball fizzing over the net. And a nice 3-point cushion here now in game 2 at 5-2. Oh, it's a crushing backhand from Gabor Geralt there. And at 5-2, it looked like Craig Howison was creating some momentum. But suddenly, a few flashes of brilliance from Gabor Geralt, and it's 5-all. Nice change of service, long float into the backhand of the left-hander. And then an acceleration on the forehand. 6-5. Oh, it's a delightful backhand topspin parallel. Nonchalantly done. Clearly has lots of feeling. That was a fantastic shot to bring it back to 6-all. This time the forehand acceleration from Gabor. But service with Howison for one more 7-8 key point right here. Ah, well played. Took the ball nice and early over the table, accelerated through, nice control, tricky shot that one. Technically difficult to play, but he's played it well. Needs a couple of good receives here. Well, he played 2 good receives, but Gabor Geralt just threw up the third ball. And both those points was enough to secure both of them, and a 10-8 lead here. So a backhand serve now, 2 serves, 8-10, 2 game points to save. Oh, wonderful acceleration, saw the opportunity, executed very well. Both points. He fought his way through that rally there. Energy in the legs, perhaps dwindling, but he did enough. And he's thrown the pressure back onto Gabor Geralt here, who serves at 10-all. Oh, it's a nice flick from the Raiffeisen Ligist player. Just needed a bit more pickup from Craig Howison. And so a third game point to save for Drumchapel Glasgow. It was spinning. Difficult to get the racket over that one, and it's 12-10. 2 very close games here in this match, 11-9 and 12-10. But it still means 2-0 for Gabor Geralt. And the president of UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist just passes us here on the production table, and he has a smile on his face. He's happy with his team's performance here in Drumchapel. Of course, the outcome of this match not just so important, and we have one more to follow because Raiffeisen Ligist have already secured the victory 3-0. But of course they'll want to play these 2 extra matches, not only to entertain the fans and perhaps to show their president what they can do, but also to become more used to the conditions, beautiful conditions here in the venue, because they'll have to play the team from STK Aladza A from Bosnia-Herzegovina tomorrow. And so we're underway in game 3. Gerald looks very relaxed here indeed. Wins both points against the Howison serve.
2-1.
Oh, wonderful flick. All in the wrist, timing, acceleration. Oh, nice rally. Forehand topspin over the table. Got the bat right over the top of it. And a number of times Craig Howison's forehand have actually gone into the net, so I can only imagine that Gabor Gerald is hitting it quite flat out there. In actual fact, Craig's really trying to generate a wee bit more lift on the ball. Not unlike in the tennis world with Rafael Nadal, generating a lot of arc and a lot of spin up over the net. Just like those last 3 topspins from Craig. This is good stuff. Well done. Gabor Gerald goes for the flashy one down the line. Howison's hanging in here. He's done well. He's created a little bit of momentum for himself here. He's brought it back to 5-all. He's given a good effort here. Nice receive, nice counter topspin. Followed by a nice attacking forehand as well. Well played. Looking more like the player he'd want to have been all night. Certainly was like this on fire this afternoon. But of course the opposition tonight was a little bit sterner. But 6-all. He's found a rhythm here, Craig Howison. He's got a confident demeanour about him. 6-8, 2-point advantage for the Drumchapel player.
7-8.
What a backhand down the line. Awesome. Very relaxed. It all. Looks very comfortable out there, Gabor Geralt, even with Craig Howison really trying to get a grip with this third game and playing some big balls. It's Gabor who just seems to be gaining the advantage again, playing very relaxed, very calm, very cool. And suddenly from 6-8 down, 4 points in a row gives him a 10-8 lead, which we all know means game points, but at 2-0, they're match points.
11
There it is, a backspin serve into the net, 11 points to 8. 5 points in a row for Gabor Geralt. A 3-love victory means that he's won both of his matches here at Drumchapel, against Drumchapel. And it's 4-0 now for Raiffeisen Ligist. And the last fixture will be coming up in a couple of minutes' time.
So a very solid performance there from Gabor Geralt. Very talented shots there on both the forehand and backhand. Secures a 3-love victory over Craig Howison. That's 4-0 in the overall match. Last match this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Christophe Simonet and Craig Hardy.
And that was the fourth match there. Craig Howison from Drumchapel, Glasgow, going down to Gabor Geralt. 9-11, 10-12, 8-11, 3-0 in the end. And Gabor Geralt has just shown what a talented player he is here tonight. Left-handed genius on both the backhand and forehand side. Too strong for Craig Howison this time. That takes the score overall in the match to 4-0 for Raiffeisen Ligist. And completing their 2-minute warm-up now. The last two players of the evening here in Drumrye Road in Drumchapel for this ETTU Men's Cup match is Christophe Simonet there on the left with the green and black, left-handed, top spinning on the forehand side to the backhand block there of the player in red on the right-hand side, Craig Hardy for Drumchapel Glasgow. Can Craig upset the apple cart here and finish the night on a high for the home fans who have enjoyed table tennis throughout the afternoon? Or will Christophe Simonet ensure that his side remains completely unbeaten as they go into tomorrow and the last match overall in this round one, group 5? They'll play tomorrow against STK Aladze A at 10 AM local Glasgow time. UK time, of course, just up the road, a few hours from London. Table tennis firmly on the global map at the moment. The London Olympic and Paralympic Games were superb. The GAC World ITTF Tour continues, and right here in Glasgow we have the ETTU Cup, just months from the Commonwealth Games.
1-1.
For you fans out there, the table tennis will be played at Scotstoun. The Commonwealth Games in Glasgow running from the 23rd of July to the 3rd of August. Table tennis from the 24th of July right through to the 2nd of August. So table tennis running almost throughout the games. And Craig Hardy just querying the serve of Christophe Simonet, saying that he's shielding the ball and arguably breaking their service rules. Rule changed a couple of years ago where you can't actually shield the ball like we used to with your free arm or your body. There was too much advantage being achieved by those players, and now they changed the rules. And Simonet clearly gaining a lot of advantage on that serve, leads 3-1. So 2-point advantage remains, 3-5. Again, that serve from Simonet causing a lot of problems. And so Craig serving now at 6-10, 4 game points. Saves one and loses on the second. It's 11-7 to Christophe Simonet.
Christophe to serve, bubble.
So confidence booster there for Craig Hardy.
1-2.
But unfortunately, false on his serve. Just needs to steady a little bit. He does have the shots to worry Simonet here.
3-1.
But Simonet very composed when he's under pressure. Very controlled over the table. There we see the change of pace. Plays one backhand parallel with control and then over the table, flicks through it cross court. Puts Craig Hardy under immense pressure. And maybe that's the little tactic there, moving from side to side. Hardy pushing wide out the forehand, blocking him back into the backhand. He saw the top spin there, Craig Hardy trying to flick through. More spin than he thought though. Finds himself 3-7 down here in game 2. Nice play. Flick followed up by a good strong forehand. So what can he do against the Simonet serve here, Craig Hardy? Let's just see. Oh, it was top spin. Misread it. Thought it was backspin. Just popped it. He shakes his head a little bit there. Advantage back to Simonet. 8-5. Well played from the player from the Austrian club. 5-9. So another error on the serve. 11-6. Tricky to see those serves, of course. He's certainly getting the advantage, Christophe Simonet. 11-7, 11-6. And possibly one game away from a 5-0 victory overall. Craig Hardy will be working hard. He'll give it his best shot to turn the tables here.
Sorry. I don't see it. I can't deliberately do it.
Here he goes, Hardy with the serve, 2-0 down. The ball. Great change of service there from Christophe Simonet. Went for the fast one down the line. He certainly knows that his opponents have had difficulty with his serves here, and he's certainly putting it to good use to maximise it. Creates the opening there with a third ball. It's a bit like in tennis with the serve and volley. Players are either winning with aces, free points as we call it in table tennis, or following in with strong volleys, and that's what he's doing here. Hardy now 0-4. He's still fighting though. Nice change as well, Craig. Lovely fast serve cross court. He's certainly going to keep going here. in front of the home crowd. Saturday night table tennis. ETTU Cup. That's a nice spinny ball down the middle. Very difficult to deal with. He's got a bit of momentum here. He's wanting to speed Craig up, is Christophe Simonet. Oh, unlucky. Made his way into the table. Great rally though. Table tennis player come sprinter there with the speed shown. But it's Christophe Simonet who's in control here. 3-7, good service from Craig Hardy there. Service will go back. Can he get two of these back? Struggled with these. Shielded by the Austrian club player. And that one just went down. 8-3. Top spin serve. Misread. 9-3. Nice third ball. He's not giving in. He's going to keep going. Second of two serves. 4-9. Oh, just an acceleration on the left-handed forehand there. 10-4 now for Simonet with the serves. The serve. He changed the serve, he got the high ball and just miscued on the smash. I think Craig's a little bit of a laugh there. He'll take that one. Man, a bit of luck on the net too. So 6-10, 2 saved, 4 to go. 3 saved, 3 to go. Match points these. Four saved, 2 to go. Craig Hardy puts in a roaring fight back here. 5 points in a row. Timeout called from the player from UTTC, Raiffeisen Ligist. Support, getting behind their man. Here we go. Oh, it was the tricky serve. Oh, seemingly simply executed. 11-9. Manages to escape there, Christophe Simonet. Secures it 3-0, 11-7, 11-6, 11-9, and that's a 5-0 win for UTTC Raiffeisen Ligist against Drumchapel Glasgow, who put up a good fight in some of those games, perhaps weren't at their best throughout, but they can be proud of their performance here. They were up against stronger opposition. and a good night's table tennis enjoyed by all.
Get them to sign it.
Comprehensive performance by the team from UTTF Raiffeisen Ligist. But a great battling performance from Drumchapel Glasgow. And I'm no mathematician, but I make it a good chance for Drumchapel Glasgow to go through in second position, but that all depends on the clash between these guys and these guys. The team from STK Aladza A from Bosnia-Herzegovina. So no beer tomorrow. So these guys will be playing at 10 o'clock in the morning, so hope to see you then. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
And confirmation there of the last game here this evening, Saturday night in Drumchapel, Glasgow. Craig Hardy putting up a great fight, but it was the service of Christophe Simonet that seemed just to get him through. Very strong serve, great control from the left-hander. 11-7, 11-6, and led at one stage in game 3, 10 points to 4. Hardy coming rushing back to 10-9, but one big serve to finish the night from Simonet secured the match. 3-0 and 11-9 in that final game. So the overall score 5-0 for the spectators here in Drumrai Road, but the match score that will be logged will be 3-0 overall. So just going through the matches then. First match, it was Gabor Geralt who won 3-0 there against Craig Hardy. 11-6, 11-2, 11-6. In game 2, it was Christophe Simonet who again won 3-0 against Craig Howison. 11-2, 12-10, much closer in the second game, and 11-6 in the third. In the third game, Richard Main got off to a great start in the first set against Ji Zhang, 11-7. But Ji Zhang came rushing back in the second and then accelerated through the third and fourth games, taking those 11-6, 11-2, 11-2 to secure a 3-1 victory. And the fourth match then, Craig Howison was back in action again. Close sets all round, but the left-hander Gabor Geralt was completely in control. Great feeling on the serve and also on the backhand forehand, particularly on the backhand block. We saw him crush a couple parallel down the line. Secured at 3-0, 11-9, 12-10 and 11-8. And the last one we already saw. That wrapped up the match, and that wraps up the action here Saturday night in Drumchapel, Glasgow. Fantastic table tennis, more to continue tomorrow. Keep following us here and keep giving us your views and queries using hashtag ETTU. We'll be back at UK time 10 AM tomorrow Sunday for the last match in the group, and hopefully we'll pick up some of your tweets as well. From us all here, have a great evening and goodbye.